What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Tuesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt. And we continue with this very good month of April. We are now up over 19 units for the month of April, my birthday month. So it's a good time to be hot. With another good night last night. We go 2-0 on our baseball plays, both the Giants on the money line and the Cardinals on the money line. They were both very easy wins for us there. That's always fun. Major League Baseball player props go 1-1, but we were betting plus money on both the props on the BettingPros app, so that was up 0.17 units there. So it's a 3-in-1 day, up 2.22 units on the day. So a very good start to the week for us on a Monday. We roll into a Tuesday, and welcome to the NBA postseason. We have 2 play-in games tonight. We have 2 play-in games tomorrow. It feels very similar to the Dayton play-in games for the NCAA tournament. Standalone games where the entire country is staring down these games. And so these are essentially game 7s. These are real big, pressure-packed basketball games. And such, we have to bet it that way. So we'll get to that here in just 1 second. And I got one Major League Baseball play that I'll throw at you as well here on a Tuesday. But before we do that, it is still available. The jersey signed by Penny Hardaway, the USA Basketball signed jersey, is still available if you are a subscriber to the BettingPros YouTube channel, and if you are commenting on the Daily Juice videos. That is how you get yourself entered to win this jersey on the 2nd of May, thanks to our friends at pristineauction.com. Definitely get into this. Subscribe to the BettingPros YouTube channel and comment on a Daily Juice video, and you are entered to win the USA Basketball jersey signed by Penny Hardaway. Okay, let's start with Orlando, speaking of Penny, and the Hawks. Now, this number is 5, and while I will lean towards the Magic to win this game, the total is 217. Some books have gone at 216, but most books are at 217 so far. The Orlando Magic this year overall were 47-35 to the under. At home this year, the Magic were 25-16 to the under. Atlanta was an over team. They were 24-17-1 to the over on the road. When these teams played this season, and you could say it's the regular season, Matt, so we're going to throw those things out, and I'm not going to fight you on that. I understand that completely in terms of like, this is a different deal. These are the playoffs. These aren't the regular season. But in the regular season, series is tied at 2 games apiece. First matchup in Orlando, 112-106. Second matchup in Atlanta, 114-108. Third matchup, 119-112. And the fourth matchup, 117-105. The total for this game is set at 217. Now, the last time they played was in Atlanta on the 13th of April. It was a 12-point win for Atlanta. The last game being played in Orlando was 119-112. And while I know people are going to bet the over, this is going to be a pressure-packed game. For a lot of these teams, this is a unique situation. Now, the loser of this game is not done. They get to go play the winner of the 9-10 game. But they're playing another game. They're going to be at home for it, but they're playing another game. So if Orlando loses this game, they'll play again against the winner of the 9-10 game happening tomorrow between the Heat and the Bulls. But it's still tough. It's still frustrating if you lose this game because you got to play another game just to get into the bracket to, quote, make the playoffs. I think Orlando is going to clamp down defensively. I think this is going to be a slower pace game, and I think there's going to be some nerves. I think this is going to be some missed shots. I mean, Trae Young has been in these situations before, but for a lot of these Magic players, this is going to be a different type of environment. 217 seems a little bit high, even though the regular season games, I mean, the first matchup was 218. We went over the other 3, all went over 217, but some of them were right on the number, like 223. It went on. It was like landed at like 222. So like just under. I think this will be tight. I think it'll be a sweat, but at 217, I'm going to lean towards pace of play. I'm going to lean towards the historical numbers here for the Orlando Magic and the way that the Magic ended the year this year. I just think this is an opportunity for, the end of the year. Last two games went over, but the vast majority of the games went under. Atlanta was an over team, but if this game was in Atlanta, I would take the over. But this game being in Orlando, nerves, don't think a lot of offense, and probably not many foul calls either. For not a lot of free throws coming in this game. Under 217 for the Magic and the Hawks for 1.1 units. The second game is going to be far more fun because Memphis and Golden State, I think, are going to go up tempo. I don't mind to play on the over in this game at 229. I think that's a decent play. But I think Memphis has a shot to beat the Warriors, okay? I know everyone's in love with Golden State. I'm not one of them. Jimmy Butler might be a little bit nicked up here in this game. The number hasn't moved, so Butler probably is fine. But I didn't like the look of this team. I mean, at home against the Clippers, I know it went to overtime, but at home against the Clippers, you lose the game by 5 outright. And on the flip side, Memphis beats Dallas by 35 points in their last game. I know it didn't mean anything, but 35 points. They went out and played really well. They snapped a 2-game losing streak to Denver and Minnesota. They beat Charlotte by 24. So their last 2 wins have been lopsided for the Memphis Grizzlies. And look, I know that people are going to point out the fact that you've got playoff experience here for the Warriors, and you've got Steph Curry for the Warriors. Everyone is taking the Warriors to win this. I mean, I saw on ESPN.com, I think it was 10 different guys. Only one person took the Grizzlies to win this game. So everyone thinks this is going to be kind of a walk in the park because it's Steph Curry. While I think the Warriors do win the game, I think 7 points is too heavy. I think that's too many points in my mind, to be quite honest. And I think when you look at the way these games have been decided, yes, the Grizzlies beat the Warriors by 51 points back on the 19th of December, but that was before Jimmy Butler was a Warrior. On the 1st of April, 134-125 in Memphis, the Warriors won the game by 9. They would cover the 7. They won by 8 back on the 4th of January at home, where this game's being played for Golden State. I just think at the end of the game, I think the Grizzlies will fight hard. Yes, there could be a bit of a pull-up knowing, again, that you have an opportunity to play one more game if you have to. I just think Memphis pushes Golden State. I think this is too big of a number. I think this could very well, after the loss to the Clippers that pushed them into this, I think it could be a little bit of a deflation for the Warriors here. I think they win the game, but I'll take the 7 points. Memphis plus 7 for 1.1 units, and you might even get more. You might even get 7.5. You might get a better number than me. I think the Warrior money is going to come in here, and then in game. Okay, if you take the Memphis Grizzlies plus 7, do what I'm going to do. I'm going to in game. Okay, I'm going to absolutely come back and look to take the Warriors at some point, laying 1, laying 2, someone in there and getting a 5-point middle and trying to hit them both. Okay. If you do that, the most you'll lose is the juice. Okay. So absolutely look to middle this. If you have an opportunity to do that, 100% look to middle this game. But Grizzlies plus 7. All right. So 2 NBA plays here for the play-in. Under 217 for Orlando and the Hawks. Memphis and Golden State, we're taking the plus 7 for the Grizzlies and then looking at in-game later on with the Warriors somewhere around a pick or -1 or 2. Try to middle that with a 5-point middle. I think it's going to be a tight game, but hopefully a good start for the Grizzlies. Gets up to a fast start and we get maybe some plus money maybe. We go plus and just sit back and wait and watch and see what happens. So try to middle it with the Warriors and the Grizzlies. One play in Major League Baseball. Let's talk about the Phillies again at home after getting whipped, and I mean whipped, yesterday. And again, I was stunned that the Giants were able to get plus money on them on the road, and the Giants have been great. Phillies have lost 2 games in a row now. San Fran's 8-2 on the road. Philly is 5-2 at home. But Justin Verlander is pitching for the Giants today. The number is 160 for Jesus Luzardo. Phillies are going to win this game today. Okay, Phillies are going to win. The only question I've got is how many runs do the Phillies score? I'd rather come in and bet them to score 5 runs. Plus 4.5 runs on a team total for the Phillies is at plus money. I like that better than laying the juice. Why? Because Justin Verlander has given up 2, 3, and 5 earned runs so far in the 3 starts he's made with the Giants. 8-6, 10-9, and 3-2, the finals. The Phillies offense scored 4 runs yesterday, and they lost 10-4. Phillies going to score. Now, can they score 5 runs? I think that they can pretty easily, to be quite honest, against the Giants. And the Giants give up runs. I mean, let's be frank here. The Giants, 4 runs to Philly, 4, 8, and then 1 over the last 4 games, 5 games for them, 6 to the Reds. If you include that Red game, it's 4, 4, 4, 8, 1, 6 runs given up. So it's not like the Giants completely shut down their opponents. Phillies at home. Phillies scored 4 runs yesterday. Like I said, they gave up 10. I think they'll score for Luzardo here today, who has been very good for the Phillies. He's 2-0 in 3 starts. 11-6, 3-2, and 4-2 are the numbers, or I guess a loss, 4-2. 2 wins and a loss, giving up 2, 0, and 1 earned run. So that's my concern. First 5, Phillies money line, like that. You want something extra, you can do that. But I'm going to take the plus here on a team total for the Phillies to go over 4.5 runs at plus 117. Or sorry, 118 for the Phillies. Okay, so 3 plays for us here on a Tuesday. Orlando and Atlanta under 217 for 1.1 units. Memphis plus 7 against Golden State for 1.1 units. And the Phillies team total over 4.5 against the Giants at plus 118. Those for 1 unit as well. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt. By the way, there will be a 5:30 live stream with myself and Terrell Furman tonight on the BettingPros YouTube channel. We'll go further into the play-in games as well. 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, Tuesday afternoon for us, Tuesday evening for you guys on the East Coast to break down these 2 games for the play-in. We'll talk about Wednesday's games as well for the play-in in the NBA. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all my socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.